Yo. We are here. We are live. I am alive. You are alive. It's a great day to be alive. When I look at what we made today on DK Artist, I feel like I don't want to be alive. Welcome to Donkey Kong Country Bonanza. Guys, what's up to Kingy, Rinsley, Willie, Little Willie, Chef Crobat, Pixie, and Buddy Bro. Rinslet, thank you for the 140 stream streak. I'm seeing, and listen, I'm doing this too. Like, we can't say, and Isaac, we can't say I'm not doing this too, but I see people out here popping these little, look at my 5 stream streak, dude, like, posts in the chat. And I'm here to tell you guys, if you want a real stream streak, you better be coming in here and posting 100, putting up 140s if you really want it. If you want my attention, you better be big genitals swinging, strutting in here, posting up 140 stream streaks. I'm just saying. Hi says, I lost my streak to stream with you. Will, I don't know what to tell you. There are different tiers of loyalty. You better be swinging your big old Rinslet dong. Have one. There you go. Listen, I'm not saying, like, don't rack up the stream streaks. I'm just saying, like, if you want my... I don't know what I'm saying. 140, that's a lot of streams. You see how he talks to you? I saw in the chat that Will had Pixel blocked. And if Pixel keeps it up, that's where he's headed on this stream too. If Will having Pixel blocked, that's not an oh, this happened. That's funny. That's gonna be a trend. Guys, welcome to Donkey Kong Bonanza. We made Diddy Kong Vegeta on DK Artist for this week. Last week we said we would, and I said I don't know how I'm gonna do that, and then I felt that way all through the whole week, and then on Saturday I said, oh shit, let me make this. Then today I got on here and pulled up the game, and I went, oh, I like cringed in like I realized and remembered that last night I made this, and I cried. I took like physical damage from it. But here he is, Diddy Vegeta, missing the Widow's Peak. I mean, like, here's the thing, Diddy kind of already has a Widow's Peak. It's sort of like built into his face. I realized I needed to give him like angry eyebrows. And like that kind of messed it up, but you have to just sort of like use your imagination. DK Artist sucks. It is not a good art creator. Never use it. This one though, like compared to some of the other ones that we've had to make, was pretty straightforward. This one was pretty easy. Because the Diddy Kong model is just in the game already, basically. All basically that I did was I shaved his tail off, and then I made it so that his tail is like wrapping around his stomach, like how the Saiyan, like how Vegeta and Nappa do that when they show up. And then I had to give him his hair. I gave him the angry eyebrows. And then I had to make, definitely the most involved and the hardest part was these little, like, whatever they're called, pauldrons or whatever on the Saiyan armor. And here he is. Aren't we excited to look at this for 2 and/or 3 weeks, you guys? It's Diddy Kong Vegeta. Why would Diddy Kong be Vegeta when he is a friendly guy and Vegeta is an angry guy? Well, because I didn't have a better idea. Oh. And he's using Vegeta Monkey Banana Blast. That was his. I think that was one of the moves that he had in one of the movies. Vegeta's ultimate banana blast. As the resident DBZ and DK fan here. Guys, I'll be... Will, you know what? Will, truce. Alright, Will, truce. We unblock Pixel. I'll be the #1 DK fan, and I'll let you be the #1 DBZ fan. And also, I'm Joker. I'm saying that officially on stream right now. You guys may not... No one maybe in here really understands what that means yet. But some people will. You will... Soon, you will all know. God knows what it means right now, but soon, God will know. I'm Joker. Alright. Why don't you kick rocks? Guys, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I don't know why. I'm in long sleeves and long pants, and it's like it's not hot in my apartment, but I don't know why I'm like bundled right now because it always gets hot in here when I'm doing the stream. How does Sizz get to know? Sizz finds out things. Sizz finds things out. You just got to be on the pulse. Sizz talks to people. All right, anyway, last time we got to... Oh, let me take this thing away. Last time we got here to the Radiance layer. And Sizz listens. That's the thing. The less you talk, the more you listen. You know what I'm saying? Donkey throw. And also Sizz is a brown noser. He gets into people's good graces. Did you see this? Wait, look at this. I'm talking shit about everybody tonight. Look at him scampering. Absolutely scampering. Look at him go. Oh, this is like weird ground. Weird ground? Look, weird ground, normal ground. Normal ground? Weird ground. Sorry, what's the question of the day? Guys, welcome to the stream. We're back, DK Bananza. I'm gonna, while we're kind of getting ready here, I'm gonna destroy everything. I'm gonna destroy this little mound. Do you know the last Bananza? No, I don't know the last Bananza. I'm still blind on it. I haven't seen it yet. There were a bunch of like ads on the train and stuff in Japan for this game. Donkey Kong Bananza was being heavily advertised still when I was there, but fortunately I never saw anything that I hadn't like already seen in a game, other than like we established last time. Other than that, you can do this. And you can just find bananas because of that. That's the only thing I learned you can do.
Corral!
Guys, hell yeah. No, don't worry, Chef Crowbad. Nobody knew that was a thing. I had to travel to Japan all the way across the world and ride the subway to learn that was something you could do with the zebra power. Okay, but yes, I don't know the next Bananza. I don't know what's up with this layer. I don't know if we're gonna get it in this layer. I don't know anything. Hello. Welcome to the stream. It's hot in here. Maybe. Maybe? When I was in college, you guys, to save money, my 3 college roommates and myself, the 4 of us, made a pact. And it's a pact that, in times of hardship... Oh, what is this little guy?
How do we defeat this thing?
The light! Lure it into the light! What if we get Scorpion Bananza? What are you, also? Hello, what are you? Oh, a snake? Here we go, snake power. Snakos! Cuta! Alright, I'll finish telling my story in 1 second. I want to talk to the snakey. Bah! Look at him. He's got a little hat on. Oh, big yawn. We're taking a picture. Whoa, that's not how you do it. What button is it? That's the button to take a picture in, God, look at Donkey Kong's face. Oh, whoops. All this is so wrong. I pressed the button to take a picture in Pokemon Legends ZA. And I pressed the button to zoom in that game. N. Look at this little... Look how cute he is. He looks like a little bookworm. Or like a Neopet or some shit. I want to get one of where DK Luka. I want to get DK Luka. Where face cam? Oh, whoops. I turned the face cam off and I turned this on. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Listen, never make scenes, never punished. Will point it out in your chat. Here we go. DK's doing the like... DK's doing the try not to laugh. Will also said N, it's true. This is Wanda. He's doing the Makoto pleased. The eye show speed, try not to laugh. Alright, how do I put it back on? I think we need a filter on this one. This is so... Okay, and now we're gonna put the normal one. And I want one of just his face. Because this could be a funny thumbnail. Will, thank you for telling me the thing that I didn't realize. Okay. Hello. Thank you for saving me. You guys, I'm gonna let you guys know like a joy of life. I could play and or read and or like watch, experience like 400 different pieces of media that feature talking snake characters, and I will never not love like stretching out the S's to be like a snake sound. I don't know if anybody else is with me on that. I think it's a joy of humanity's like unforeseen like catastrophic meteoric rise in intelligence and like understanding about the world that we take for granted, that snakes talk with like an extended S sound. You feel me on that? I must tell you, a sinister fellow showed up here earlier. He stole our precious light source and then left. Oh, look at Engi. Oh, we're getting the snake power, you guys, today. That uncivilized fiend and his friends slithered below. Hell yeah. Okay, back to my story. When I was but a lad, and by a lad I mean like in my late teens, early 20s. And by late teens, early 20s, I mean when I was like 21. My roommates and I made a pact. And it's a pact that in my times of hardship, I still honor to myself each day. And the name of the pact is, I don't know if, I'm sure I've talked about it on stream at some point before. I don't know if any Snack Mega fans know what I'm about to say. The pact is called No Heat November. It's pretty self-explanatory. The pact is called No Heat November. And it's a way to save money through the coldest month of the year before you will need to cut the heat on. Where you in the month of November you do not turn the heat on. And even though it's not November yet, it almost is. It will be November literally the next time we play this. I am going this year as this season. I do not yet have a job. I'm gonna be doing it. I'm letting you guys know this is the first check-in stream. All November we're gonna be checking in on it. I'll give you guys updates as we go. It's No Heat November is back, baby. I haven't done it since like I don't know. I think I did it a couple months when I lived in Vegas, but it doesn't get that cold in Vegas until like December or January. No Heat November. It's back. Get excited for it. It's going to be our fun thing for this month, where I'm going to freeze my ass off to save money and for the views. And oh, look at the little... He looks like a little worm. We're zooming back in. Remember on Friday we were talking about how I want to buy a snake. This is what I could have. Look at his little... He looks like a little worm. Look at his little snake cozy. Donkey Kong's like, this is good. Look at his little snake cozy. He's got his little undergarments on. He's making a little noise. He is... Oh, he's so cute. Come here, guy. That snake could swallow Pauline whole. I feel like most of the animals in this game could do that. I don't know why we gotta point out that the snake could, just because, you know. I feel like that's a little snake-cist. That's a little snake-sizz. She's tiny. You guys, welcome. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a good weekend, even though it was sort of silly. Friday night we played Jerouge. It was great to have that finally be back. My right calf was killing me after all the standing. Yeah, that'll do ya. I had some pretty rough days from just standing on its own when we were in Japan. Sizz, I don't know, Sizz. You don't have to, it doesn't always have to be about Pauline 4. Combe said what we were all thinking. Okay, what was I saying? This weekend, Friday, we played Jerouge. Jerouge was super fun. How do I get rid of these again? It doesn't look like we can sing it. Oh, I guess you can... Can we break that? Yes, okay. Donkey breaker. And that makes the light for these little guys. And then Saturday, you know what else it is, you guys, in addition to No Heat November? This month, November, this is the readathon. If you aren't reading, prepare to be left in the dust, is what I'm saying. Because we're reading this month. Yesterday, on Saturday, Rinslet said, let's do a readathon. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm about to be sweater weather. I'm about to be fucking cozy as fuck, sitting in the little bay window nook that I don't have. And sipping like hot, heated hot apple cider, and it's gonna be cozy and fally and wintry as fuck. Instead, what I did yesterday is I sat at my computer desk. I did drink cider. I did have the window open. I was listening to lo-fi. And I read I read manga, and Rinslet read smut. And Zebra was there. Zebra was so present. And a bunch of other people were there too. Pixel King O Will, K-Man was there. It was funny. We just kind of hung out. But it's the readathon. If you ain't reading, you ain't breeding, is what I'm saying. You feel me on that? The lady's like an educated guy. The readathon. That's every month's is. We were literally just talking about this on stream on this game last week. I was talking about how I have the Azumanga Daioh omnibus collection, the like whole series thing that I bought like a couple months ago. We talked about it on something. I don't know. It might have been this. I don't remember how long I've had that. I bought the Azumanga Daioh omnibus, and I was like, man, it would be super fun to read this. I've never read the manga of this. And then yesterday I just started reading it. Literally, not even like a smart, like, not even like a smart series, really. A series about little stupas. But at least it wasn't smut. But so that was pretty much yesterday. We hung out. And what else did I do? I played a little bit of Pokemon. And then I got on to make this Saturday night. Will saw Paul McCartney. That's not news for me, but it is kind of because I'm jealous that he got to do that. Will saw Isaburo. And he ate breakfast at 2 p.m. That was sneaky. That was the hidden this. Deep down in Shedlight Cave. And I'm buying a snake. So. We were talking about this on Friday. And now I saw this little snake guy. And now I'm not buying a snake for November because it's no heat November. I don't want the snake to freeze. But, you know, maybe next month. And me and Pixel watched Steven Universe. We finally actually got to the episode, a set of 5 episodes, none of which I have ever seen. If you're tuning into this just now, Pixel and I have been watching Steven Universe. We've been talking about it here and there on this. This was a show that, like, back in, like, 2016, I had started watching. More like when it was, like, kind of, you know, it had been popular for a little bit, but it was sort of, like, still kind of in its most popular era. And then I just, like, fell off eventually because the release schedule for the episodes of that show was terrible. I didn't like it at all, the way that they would, like, come out with new episodes. And at that point, like, I had just moved to Vegas when I fell off it. Like, I was doing other stuff, and I just, like, fell off and never went back. But finally, Pixel and I have made it to the part of the show that I haven't seen before. And it was surreal and weird, but also fun. Saga of the Exploratone. Guys, how can DK even read this with this big chunk in his way? It was only 30% spicy? I don't know. There was a plug at the end of the book that said, come to my website to see for more spice. It seems like what happened is they both performed oral sex on each other and then the book ended. It seems like that's what it seems like the book was about. The moment we arrived, we sunk deep into the soft sands. We do not know how many years we spent immobile there, but eventually we felt a tapping on our head. A long tube-like creature had mistaken us for ore and was attempting to dig us out with its tools. This snake, as it called itself, apologized profusely for its error and set about making amends. Lacking the arms or legs that other creatures possess, the snake used its tail to deftly extricate us from the sand. That's so nice. I want to be a big snake. Who's everybody's favorite snake? You can't say solid snake. That's not a real snake. Comb. Question of the day, who's your favorite snake? And you can't say Pixel even though he's always snaking people. Here we go. Now we're in the real lair. I'm excited to go to Snake House. There's that guy who owns the bike, the motorcycle, right on cue. Look, he's got his window open during No Heat November. I'm simply built different. Oh, you know what? Let's, Alright, we're good on that at least. Oh, it's a banana bird, not a chicken. I thought it was a chicken. Well, that makes more sense. Small birds that had the coloration and possible texture of a banana. They were trapped in crystals long ago. I guess that makes sense. This is sort of the crystal area. For the absolute plebeians out there, the banana birds are from Donkey Kong Country 3, if you've never played it. And you have to play these dumb little, like, they're kind of fun. They are dumb, but they're cute. These little, like, Simon games with in these crystals to get them all. And then at the end of the game, there's this banana bird queen. And then in, like, the secret ending, she, like, fucks up K. Rool or something. They got the crystal cacti down here. I wonder if we're gonna get all the Exploratone lore here now. Along snake-like path, the landscape suddenly opened up. Before us was a glowing lake, but not truly a lake. Instead, it was light refracting rocks that filled the grotto floor. The snakes told us they chisel off pieces of these rocks and use them to make light fixtures. Enlightening! Ah, gorilla! Oh!
Mask man.
Mask meta! Guys, I miss them. City the Animation's over, but that doesn't mean I have to stop talking about City the Animation. That's the game of this this stream. There's no this is what we have. 5 unused Steam gift cards. Wonder. We got a little cave back here too. All right, well now that I know this is a banana bird, my soundboard clip is not going to make very much sense for this, but we made it. I basically just like I took the easy way out on this one, and we did what we decided we would do last week. I saw all 3 Migos and 1/2 of the Living Beatles. Migos by a landslide. What if you were the least grateful person of all time? Where's my Beatle meet? Where's my Beatle meet and greet? I've done enough. Yeah, it was from Cow and Chicken. Oh, let me read these snakes.
Hey, DK. You awake?
DK? All right. Radley, good. Snack, eh. Boa Hancock, not a snake, but I'll still give it a bing. Goliath. Rattlesnake Jake from Rango. Rattlesnake Jake is a sick design. As I recall, I saw Rango when it came out in theaters, and I haven't really seen or thought about it much since. But as I recall, he has a Gatling gun for a tail, which is pretty fucking Kino. I'm personally a big fan of... speaking of Vor. If we're talking Vor, we gotta give it up to the GOAT. Speaking of... Speaking of Vor... We can't dance around the subject without talking about my man, Kaa, from Disney's The Jungle Book, 1970? 1969? And off the top of my head right now, that's my favorite snake I can think of. Kaa is hilarious. And shoutouts to Sterling Holloway, also one of the GOAT voice actors. And Kaa's a girl in the book, but in the movie, Kaa is a guy. You can say Snake from The Simpsons if Will said Boa Hancock. The only human who's not allowed is Solid Snake. Just because it's too easy. Who's your Vor GOAT? I'm going to let the chat handle that one. I've got some text to read here.
So, back when I was little, I used to sing all the time. And my grandma, she would always stop and listen to me. She'd smile and clap. She seemed so happy for me.
Oh, Wanda.
Sorry, I just remembered that. I'm not sure why.
Aw.
Good night.
It's okay, Pauline. Sometimes you just think of such things. Then Grandma got sick. No. And Donkey Kong, no. Good night, DK. And then he's like up all night thinking about it. Liquid snakes on the table for favorite Vor or for favorite snake? Because I'm sure it's out there. Whoa. The synthetic sun. Oh, what a perfectly named thing for a little snake society to say all the time. Just ask yourself, why would it be the other one? Used to shine most splendidly. The door at your feet would open with the sun's light. Oh, light puzzles? This is raw. I want to look at the map. Like, what's the... We're so... Like, this level is, like, really underground feeling. I guess we've gotten kind of more and more... Like, we're getting more and more like that in the game. I guess Diddy and Dixie's little funny, silly town wasn't really like that, but... The Mad Max layer definitely was. Remember, that's where we dressed up Pauline and to be... We wanted a little Pauline Mad Max outfit that we weren't going to get. A little post-apoc. Alright, is there any, like... Oh, these glow. I wonder if I can open it with this. Let's see. Maybe. Haba, maybe. Can I haba? Oops, I'm sorry, little guy. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, these also, like... These are like the, Oh, and even this is a snake. Did you notice? Will? Oh, and even these are snakes. Will? Snake design. Snake design, Will. All right, so it's definitely light. I'm getting snakes and I'm getting light. Light definitely seems to be a big factor in this level. And this is fun for me to go down. Just listening to the music here. I feel like they almost have a little bit of like, kind of like an East Asian sort of vibe, these little snake guys. The little hat makes me think of, like something kind of like that. The key is way up there. Oh, it's just up there. Oh, and they're cute. Listen to his little voice. Snaky Town. Oh, we gotta see the Elder. And I like the little jammies. All right. Maybe the snake form will have some sort of like snake sun radiance ability or something crazy. Look, he's trying to get in. Steppa. Oh, he's got a little snake pickaxe. Can't fix what I can't see. We really can't do anything with this though. Oops. I can't like put a chunk of this on the... Oh, we can. Okay. Crystals conducts electricity. How we feel about the snake in the Garden of Eve? I mean, I feel like something was gonna happen at some point, inevitably. The Garden of Eden. There was, like, if that snake hadn't come along, someone else was gonna... I don't think he really... I think it's fine. I don't think he really... I don't think... You know. I feel like he only, like, quickened the inevitable. This is glowstone. It continues to shine even after you remove a chunk of it. It's quite versatile. You can use it as a portable light or throw it at things if the need arises. But glowstone chunks slowly melt with time. You must use them wisely. It's such a fun, like they have such a little, happy little face. Alright, this is cool too. You can use these to freeze those guys and smash them up. Alright, I think I'm gonna go up first. This has given me a little bit of... Now, Will, don't pop off. And it's not Gintama. This has given me a little bit of, like, Xenoblade vibes. Have we said that before? This is giving me a little bit of like inside Uriah Isaburo vibes, kind of. I'm getting a little bit of like Isaburo Orion Titan vibes right now with this like big cave area. There's got to be something up here. Even these are snake design. Will I gotta lay off this man? My Vor goat, probably the whale from Jonah. That's a good one. Big whales are very Vor. We gotta stop this. Let's just see where it goes, though. You know, let's just see where it goes. Cause like you got like Jabu Jabu's belly from Zelda. You got like, what was I trying to say? What's the other whale? Oh, the whale, the Pinocchio whale also is kind of like that. He's kind of like that in that he eats you. Lugia. Listen, I know a little bit. I know Lugia is popular. And I'm sorry if you didn't know that. And I have bursted your bubble. But among that community, I know that Lugia is popular. Alright, let's do a mini game and cleanse our palate of this.
Let's do this.
Let's vor down a different conversation topic. Dim lights in the darkness. You guys, all fun for me. It's donkey dark in here. Give me that. This is like Mario Galaxy. Can I go up here? I can, but now I can't donkey see. The Mario Galaxy level where you're all in the dark, that is called... Okay, I took a gamble there, but I was like, there's got to be something down here, right? What is it called? Matter Splatter Galaxy. That's one of my favorites. I can remember having like a gaming magic moment with that one, which is something I sort of attribute to Mario Galaxy in general. Like that was like, I think of that as one of the last games where like I really felt the like gaming, like the magic of gaming, you know? Where like you've seen something you've never seen before. You like feel emotional experiences, kind of. Look at this big guy. He looks like he's like an Italian ice or something. Ow. I'm elephanting. You look like you want to get fucked up by an elephant. Bah! Nola! That's a good one. That's good for Snake and good for Vor. That's the thing. If you're really being economical, you can answer both questions with one character. That's why I was giving it to my goat, Ka. You know what I realized is we still don't have an elephant, like, you know, like how we have the little, like, fucking...
Why are there so many ostriches?
That I always accidentally press when I mean to be pressing a different soundboard button. We need to come up with one of those for the elephant form. If we get the snake form today, which I imagine that we will, I'll have to make 2 of them at once. I'm excited for snake form. It seems like it easily could, like, control, like, absolute dog ass. But that could also be kind of funny. Whoops. Oh, Pawoo. That's right. Pawoo. I can't do 2 zebra forms. I could go find a little Pawoo sound effect from the One Piece anime. Or, you know, just from, like, a bunch of anime. This one was fun. Yeah, 2 sound effects from the same zebra moment. There's nothing else down here, is there? Mario Galaxy, you guys. I'm not paying for it again, though. Mario Galaxy, you guys. The last time I felt the gaming magic, like, possibly. Oh, Wowie Zowie. That's a good one, too, Will. Dang it. Well, now I've got options. If only Nintendo were, like, brave and not cowards and they had put Donkey Kong into that game. Though I guess then you'd have 2 Donkey Kong Elephant games available to play on the Nintendo Switch, too, and that might be kind of oversaturating the market. Like, would you hear me complaining about that? No, but others might. Weaker men might. Speaking about One Piece, guys, there was One Piece today. You know what else? Not only was there One Piece today, you guys, there was manga. Globo a Grotto. We've got a Globo. I love introducing this segment as there was manga today. Watch out. Shonen Jump comes out on Monday. This thing is fucking horrifying. Do I get on you? Ow. Okay, I guess it's too spiky. I must have to use some of the Brightstone Jewel. Some of the Brightstone Cavern Seldora. Not you. Alright, what's new? What's new? What's new in the world of manga? One Piece. There was One Piece today. I can't decide if my chapter of the week was One Piece or Akane Banashi this week. What are you gonna do, guy? Chainsaw? Oh, did that, like, bust him up? I think I can jump on his head. Okay, I guess you just gotta, like, jump on him. Because Akane, I think I'm gonna give it to Akane. Even though One Piece was really good. One Piece, I felt like was kind of going kind of how it's been going. I think the big, like, at least for me, the big, stunner of this week was the color spread. Is this guy a gecko? Has he always been a gecko? No way, right? I swear he was like a bug before. There's no way this has always been a gecko. The big color spread at the end, or not color spread, but you know what I mean. The big 2-page spread page at the end of the chapter where they were all doing their, like, attacks. I thought was really cool. Kaido going dragon was that was the highlight of the chapter. Like that spread page was the highlight of the chapter, and that was the best part of the spread page to me. We also got to see some other sort of little interesting tidbits. A little of reused devil fruit powers, which I get as, like, you know, especially when it comes to these, like, kind of less developed characters. I get that Oda wants to, like, give them powers, like, give them abilities. And because of that, it's, you know, it's like, because the devil fruits, like, respawn after a character dies, he's sort of used that element of the world building as, like, a way to also kind of be like, this guy had this power before. When that happened in, I think it happened once or twice, I think, in Wano. I remember thinking it was kind of lame. But I thought the ones from today were fairly interesting. Especially Captain John's, which sort of I felt like fit with sort of what we knew about the character. The power that he has isn't... The way that he used the power that he has is, like, totally distinct from how the current holder of the power used it before his life ended. Before that fruit got reintroduced to the world somewhere a third time in the series. Nah, he'll be back. But so, you know, I think that's, like, I, like, get it. I don't think it's that cool, but I did think the ones from today were cool. And we also got to see little Shanks climb into the treasure chest, which was something we knew about. And, like, we kind of knew was going to be, we knew that was going to happen at some point, in this chapter, but it was cute. Like, it was good to, like, see that take place, and also he was a little goo-goo boo-boo baby. But Akane, and I've never messed one of these up today. Cope. Now we're coping. It used to be I've never messed one up. Now it's I've never messed one up today. Easy. You couldn't see it because of the dark, but my big DK ass was sticking out there. I just want you guys to know that. But Akane Banashi was so good. It was just some great character moments. Some funny, like some good like interaction for like Akane and her like main rivals. But also some good characterization too, I thought. I have a shirt of all of them now, so I'm looking for chapter of the weeks to validate my purchase. I really liked at the very end when they were like, when Hikaru was like, "All right, I'm done doing exposition. Let's go drinking some more." And Akane was like, "Hell yeah!" I thought that was cute. They went, "Why?" I'm using this thing to get up here. Easy. She's inspiring. And then otherwise, Elusive Samurai, the final blow was dealt today. Again, there was some sort of announcement or something. I guess it was the announcement about like the sort of the upcoming schedule for Jump for the next couple weeks, because they're doing a new batch of series. And they were like, Elusive Samurai's concluding chapter will be like so and so this issue, and then they were like, but it will continue for like a, you know, another period of time or so. Like it was worded in some weird way. I think Will was. I saw Will talking about it too, but definitely it's gonna be like an epilogue kind of thing. Just because there is like a lot of epiloguing sort of to be done. But like the final battle is over. It concluded today. So that's fun. Again, like this like series that I like picked up like originally I picked it up way back when I was doing that like A to Z manga thing. And by when I was doing, I mean I could still do it. I don't know. I picked it up because I was going to read it for like the E series. But then I never ended up writing about that, and I just kept reading it. I like just sort of randomly jumped onto it, and now it's weird to like have seen that all the way through to the end. But it's been an entertaining ride. I'm excited for the epilogue and all of the wife posting and all that funny shit. I don't know where we are anymore. Where did I go? There's the Elder. How did I get here? I guess I went around. Oh, and look at this is Snake. And Snake's is cute. We started up here. We went down here. Might be Siz's favorite layer. That's exciting. We didn't go up there, though. Is that a snake door? Looks like that might be a snake door. Yeah, of like the big boy layers. I see. I gotcha. Well, this is probably where we want to be going. I love the like drip that the Elder like animals have. It's so funny. Does she have? Is this a like a conduit kind of thing, or is that a UFO catcher above her head? Looks like she's gonna like electrocute that. I'm thinking again like we've got light, but we've also got like light bulbs. Might be going for sort of more of a kind of like a you know, electric power kind of thing. Let's make this too. Those are like my main series, my like big main three. But otherwise, Ichi the Witch had a Sukuna chapter. Ichi the Witch had a JJK has changed the landscape of Jump for at least the next couple years. Chapter today. We're in the Sukuna of Ichi the Witch made a pact, including agreements with the main character. And then he took over his body like Sukuna. Except it wasn't written by Gege, so like it seems like the agreements were much more... the agreements benefited the character much more than they do in JJK. But that's like kind of cool. It was like a fun idea. I liked the like banter, like the back and forth between them. All right, let's see what this is also. All right, it's Armadillo. Which is cute. Let's look at that. Critters rolled into a ball to defend their turf. Some of them with military training simply carried cannons instead. TK64. TK64 reference. Yeah, what if Ichi specials happened? Will, what if Descaris dies in the next 3 chapters? What will you think? How betrayed would you be? And then, so other than that, there was also JJK. Not only is it like impacting like newer artists that are publishing currently, but it's also back in the magazine itself with an entire, what is this, chapter 7 maybe or 6 of the JJK spinoff thing? It's within the first 10 chapters at the very least, and the entire chapter today was alien planet world building. It was just an entire backstory chapter of world building for the new made-up alien planet that exists now because there are aliens. I thought it was one of the more interesting chapters of this so far. Which it's not a glowing endorsement, honestly, because it really like felt like it, like if we were gonna get a chapter like this, I really think this should have been like chapter like 20 or something. It should have been deep in. I don't know. I'm reading that. That's what I can say about that right now, is that I'm reading it. And then Someone Hurts was funny. Alright, let's do the Elder. But first I want to climb all over her, because fun. Look at her. She is a big snake. With a big banana beard. And I did read, or at least I skimmed with intent, at least. I did read Gonron's Egg. I was going to talk about that after talking to the snake, but I don't really have much to say about Gonron's Egg. I thought it was fine. I thought it was about as good as, like, the first chapter of, like, some of the other, like, action shonen that have come out in the last couple batches. I've enjoyed it about as much as I enjoyed chapter 1 of Kaedegami. And what was the other one that I read? Did I read Odor? I think I flipped through it at least. I thought it was fine. Man, Undead Unluck really was special. It felt like pretty generic. I think the art is okay. I think the little egg thing is cute too, but I don't think I'll be coming back for chapter 2. Alright, let's do it. Swah! Is this a, do we think this is a guy snake or a girl snake? If it isn't the I guess they've got a big beard? I was thinking it was a girl snake, but I guess it's probably not. If it isn't the celebrities everyone's talking about. DK and Pauline, I believe. The elders simply can't stop talking about you. I am the Snake Elder, obviously. The rumors are true. I am a lighting artist of unsurpassed skills. But my portfolio doesn't end there. I am skilled in the musical arts as well. A brilliant DJ, you might say. Tell me what you seek. Bananas. Oh, how insightful! You know what you want, and I respect that. Let's skip to the heart of the matter. You want to add my snake Bananza to your private collection, no? Too bad, my little art collectors. The snake ancient record has been shattered. Destruction is art. That's Ra. That's what Deidara says off of Naruto. He says art is a bang. Or at least that's how they used to translate it in like the scans. It's not like I did it myself. He was so crass. 4. Uncultured, uncouth. How dare he treat my work with such disrespect? Alright, yes. Yeah, I thought the egg was fine. I don't know if I would really say, I guess he was sort of like Pochita, if we're talking about like Pochita in just the like very first chapter of Chainsaw Man, but it seems like the egg is gonna be like his guy. Like that's the quest, is him, the boy and the egg together. I guess it's like, you know, maybe you want to see what hatches out of that egg eventually, but he's probably gonna be like that for a while. Yeah, I thought it was like fine. I would describe it as so aggressively fine. It was like it had some kind of fucked upness to it, which I normally like from shonen stuff, because it just, a lot of the, like, sometimes it can be generic also, but like I feel like at least sometime, like, it's less, I think like when there's like a little bit of a fucked upness to it, it's less generic than when it's just like hooray for friendship and adventure kind of. So like I sort of like that. But otherwise, you know, it just kind of was. I know Sis is a big fucked upness fan. More than me, even. That's why I know Sis would like JJK. The darkest and... Basically, it's basically light seinen as well. You guys ever hear people talk about Hunter x Hunter like that? What do they call it? Do they call it seinen light, or what do they call that shit? That shit is so fucking stupid. When I was big on the Hunter x Hunter like subreddit, and by big I mean like, oh look, this is Snake too. This looks like a little, pardon my French here, this looks like a coming penis. But it's also Snake. Get out of here, you. When I was like, this is like when I had caught up on Hunter x Hunter, which also happened to coincide with new chapters coming out for a little bit. It was actually one of the more consistent stretches of new chapters, like, since I caught up. And I was like really excited on it, and so I would like go on the Reddit just because I would like, at the time at least, I didn't have I didn't really know anybody who had like seen the whole thing. So I was kind of like, instead of talking to people about it, I was like looking for my interaction with it online more. And I swear, like every couple weeks there'd be someone who'd be like, is Hunter x Hunter really a shonen? Dog, come on, man. It doesn't have, we don't have to be saying all this. You're embarrassing yourself. All right, we gotta get the, we gotta get the records, but what the heck and where? Where did they could they be? But don't worry, little Snakey, I don't need to know about that. I'll find them. You don't gotta panic. One of the Elder's prized art installations. It's called the Sidewinder Slide. Oh, that sounds so fun for me. It calls to mind a snake's tail, but one must touch the sleek scales to fully experience it. Simply grab the surface and slowly slide down. Think upon the symbolism as you go deeper still. Fun for me. Alright, but it better be fun for me. Look, I'm not even sliding. Oh, here we go, though. We about to be sliding like this. Here we go. Whee! I think Pauline's got her hands up. Meaning she's holding on to DK with only the strength of her tiny little, incredibly muscular feet that she has. That she developed by never ever wearing shoes ever.
A piece of a record.
Hooray! Oops. I just did it for fun. I know that it's R is the button to pick up the CD, but I'd like to pretend I don't. All right, now we have the disc. Now we got to keep moving. Hell yeah. This is way more fun than jumping down. If you jump down, you wouldn't see any of it. Though in its own way, that's kind of funny. Whoops. Oh, thank God that didn't fall off. All right, now get in there, you. And I'm going too. Whee! I guess there was a whole, like, other side that we didn't see. I really hope that, Alright, I'm not sure why I did it like that. I don't know what I expected. Alright, now we're jumping down this time. This is you can have your own fun in your own way, Mirakun. Whee! Alright, now this time we just gotta take it in here. But you know, the thing you gotta know about being a Shonen Jump reader is that most new series will not be good. There'll be like 1 or 2 good ones in a year probably, and sometimes those will get canceled also. But it's always fun to just be like, what's this about? It's fun to have live the whole lifespan of something new, you know? And seeing something like, you know, seeing something like start and like get its legs and like take off that you were there for the beginning for. Like, it's just like, I feel like that's sort of the fun of investing in the magazine, really. It's true. You could have been that star of Beethoven. We can't all be that's the thing, like we can't all be as good as JJK. You're not gonna have a series as good as JJK all the time. It's so very dark. Should I grab a little piece of Chunky? Let's get a little Chunky Monkey. This is like Chunky. This is like Chunky Area DK64. Oh. Can I elephant wake up Snorlax up the goop? I can. What did you compare this to, Sis? Ukulele? I am gonna need a... I think I am gonna need the chunk. Tack! Show me tack, right, guys? It is like tack. It's like the worst fucking part of the tack, any percent beginner tier speedrun that I learned. Which was the Dry Rock Caverns. Remembering like where all of those Yorbles were in the Dry Rock Caverns. That was one of the hardest parts of the run for me to learn. I miss playing tack like that sometimes, honestly. It was fun. I was thinking the other day about, like, again, because I have, like, more time now, I don't think I will seriously do this, because, again, like, doing it instead of, like, doing other stuff will make me feel so online. That'll make me truly feel like I'm, like, one of those, like, speedrunner guys. But I thought it would be fun to learn a new, like, speed game kind of thing. I guess I could, what I would probably do instead is really just, like, if I really wanted to do that, is just get back into playing the DK64 randomizer and get better at that again. But I think it would be fun to learn a new one. Like, if we do another, like, event or something. The last time I was thinking about that, I wanted to learn the speedrun for the extra mode of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Because that extra mode is really cool. And it isn't that long. And I like Castlevania. I thought that would be a fun one to learn. Like, if/when the next time we do something like that is. I'm riding this one out of here. Yeah, that cavern was like where Tack's nobility really kind of solidified as like a bit. Even though the Tack playthrough was so short, I feel like each of those like Tack moments, each like Tack moment really had like its own like memorable element to me. In that cave is where, like, him being so noble that he runs through there and he hurts his feet because he just does it for the cause. That's where, like, that sort of began. Okay, so we went in there. We went over here. This thing I figured would be, like... Maybe this was how I was supposed to get here? I figured this would be where we were headed, right? Isn't this where the key was? I think we'll need the snake for that. So is the other one up here then? It seems like they're all all of the record areas are denoted by these little light bulb things. It's got to be up here. I didn't really see like where the thing was.
You okay?
I'm gonna need a rest, Pauline. Actually, yo, Hotaka. Do you get the banana? Is this buying this from Hotaka? Is this the same as buying it from the store? I can never remember. Let's just get it right now, though, because we want to get it from our homie. And you know I'm going to give him a tip. Hooray!
Oh, nice.
We should look at our music also. But I got a sleepies to get my health back.
Wow.
Oh, wait, we didn't sleep here? I was yapping about manga. I'm sorry.
Look at this itty bit of glowstone. It's so tiny, but I can still see its light.
Pauline, don't eat it. Don't put it in your mouth. Pauline, don't eat that glowstone. It could be radioactive.
Oh, it's melting away. Little by little.
She's about to do it.
It's almost gone. Come on, little glowstone. You can do it.
Aw.
Oh, that's it. Lights out.
She was holding this right in his eyes. Snack asleep. She was holding this right in his eyes as it was fading away. Look, DK. His face was like in that SpongeBob episode where like Squidward's eyes are closed and then it's like the like heavy like focus like of his eyes and he goes they go like psh, they smash open.
Go to sleep. Good night.
Hooray! I'm sure we could buy the local clothing from Hotaka also. But I don't really want to. I want to see the little sneaky shop and do that on my own. Let's look at what else we got here, though. Elephant Bananza. This could be a fun way for me to stay awake all night. Oh, look at she. Yeah, put chirping on. Look at this coy ass ostrich head thing. Oh, and the elephant one. I don't think I've ever heard that part. I like this part. It sounds like she's saying shake it, daddy. This is a fun one to put on. I'm putting this on. Whee! Alright, it's gotta be... Oh, yes, it is over here. I guess we didn't go to that. This was Gonron Egg area. It hasn't earned that. Oh, maybe I have to go... I was thinking you would come back on this, but I think I have to go over there from this. So let's grab a chunk that won't chunk away. And we'll take the fun Snake Express. Because I think I can reach that from here. Maybe? Yes. That was kind of weird, though. I wasn't ready for that. Hold on. Let's get to the apex of the snake. Whee! This is raw. We got a little rail switching here. Okay, I don't know. Do I jump off? I guess we jump off here? Just play it sometimes. But really, you guys, my big manga experience, my favorite manga experience of this weekend, was reading Azumanga Daioh. That shit's funny. Again, a series that, like, I would describe myself as familiar with, but really just because, like, the early to mid 2000s was, like, the era that I got into anime. And if you were into anime in that era, and by that I mean, like, really, like, kind of, like, pretty online with it. You know, like, if you were on YouTube and watched, like, were really into AMVs or forums or, like, all that kind of stuff, you just knew Azumanga Daioh just because, like, that's what it was. Like, it was, in a way, it was sort of inescapable. But, like, really, like, reading it and going through it, that shit's funny. I really like... I really like Kiyohiko Azuma. He's one of my favorite manga artists. Obviously, the author of Nichijou. The author of Yotsuba, which is one of my favorite manga of all time. While Azumanga Daioh is definitely like less wholesome than Nichijou, there's definitely some sort of like pervier parts to it. I'm sure everybody remembers. I think his name is I got to him in the manga, and I was like, oh, all right, well, good time over for now. But I think it's Kimura Sensei. There's like a pervy teacher whose his whole bit is that he's a pedophile, basically. That's like one of like a common bit in Azumanga Daioh. And that's in the anime too, and the manga and all that. So, you know, it definitely has, like, Yotsuba is much more wholesome, but Azumanga Daioh is also very wholesome sometimes too, and just funny. It's just a great, like, I just, like, think the comedic timing is really good. And I had a blast reading that the other day. I'm excited to read more. Especially because I already have the volume and I don't need to buy the volume, like buy more volumes of it to keep finishing the read through. It's not that long. I don't know. I like, for me, like a comedy, something that's more like a cartoon or more of a comedy or just like that kind of manga. In a way, like that's the kind of comics that I fell in love with as a kid. And even though, you know, it's not really about the plot or even necessarily so much like about the artwork or like the big emotional moments or the spreads, reading that, like reading a 4-koma like thing like that reminds me of reading like the comics that in a way are sort of still my favorite kind, like from way back when. Yo, here we go. It's possible we're gonna have a lightning snake power, and that could be raw. I'm excited for the song too. Oh, she's got... Oh, she's so confident now. Ready? Everybody do it. Kondo shake. She's feeling herself this time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for a moment I thought, holy fuck, snake with arms! I thought it might be like, oh my god, he's hideous. I love him. I don't have a handle on this one yet. Bright as the sun, shine the spotlight on Snake Bananza. Jump down below so I... Oh, here we go. It's like Ratley. Oh! Oh, listen to this song. Oh, we got a little double jump here. Okay. Sprawling Liachi. Is that what you call them, Sis? Store up your power to unleash a charge jump. I think this is a really cute power. I'm not sure if we have passed the point in the game where this will be super useful. I feel like I have a lot of ways to do this. But alright, hold Y and release to glare. Oh, slow-mo snake. Not you, a sublime power if you know how to use it. That's kind of cool. Your snake skills have put you back on the top. I have to take a look at him, though. They really created horrors. In a way I totally am here for. They really created horrors. Why is he so buff? What if you were a buff snake with 2 big-ass snake hands? I almost wish his little snake fingers all had little snake tips. He's got a little rattle, too. Big fangs. I want a big fang bite. I feel like your punch should be like... Psh, psh, psh. I wish the punch was different. High jumps and slow motion. What an avant-garde combination. The snake bonanza is all yours. All right, well, snakes freeze time.
We did it, DK. You got the snake bonanza.
Oh, Big Sleepy, I'm all tuckered out.
If we keep this up, we'll definitely get to the Banandium root and the planet core.
Swah! How enlightened of you to know about the Banandium root. Well, there's only posters all over talking about it. Let me let you in on a little snake secret. Banana? Oh, maybe those are like these are part of the root.
Golden root?
It's a part of the Banandium root itself. I mean, we literally saw some of them on the surface, or close to it.
So all of the gold around here comes from the Banandium root?
Hey, Kingo, it worked. Also, hell yeah. Yes, but sadly, I haven't seen a single new route around here in some time. My sophisticated intuition tells me something has gone sideways.
That doesn't sound good. You worried, DK?
Nah, I'm just Lissa.
Well,
I'm worried if you're
don't have a
worried.
choice. We're going no matter what.
Look at the little snakies just hopping around, having fun. The curators of your own future, hell yeah. We'll write that down. May the sun light the path you slither upon.
Thank you, Elder.
Thank you, Elder. Alright, well there's snake power. I gotta find all the goofy shit you can do with this glare. And we gotta look at the snake's power-ups too. Oh my god. I gotta see what the nobody wants me also looks like. Alright, Snake Bonanza skills are available now. So we have Jump Burst. Oh, I thought this was Snake Drill. Is this Snake Drill? No. Snake Drill? Oh. I can already do that. Hold down B to do a dive punch. Snake can't just do that right now? I guess it's like more of like a more powered up version. I guess it makes a big crater. I sort of feel like DK already does that, but it's not. It doesn't look like this like crater looks. All right, so we have doing a charge jump while holding A will cause damage as you launch. That's pretty cool. Better glare, last longer. I feel like we definitely will want that. That's also only one. I guess this one has 3 levels it can do. Yeah, the snake's green hockey lightning is cool. Are any of these 2? I'll unlock this too. Better charge. On the ground. Is this maybe... Oh, you can charge in midair? Oh. And Galaxy Impact Snake. Huh. I keep hearing Stranger in the Night. La 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 la. In that music. Stranger in Jeruge. Oh, you can already do it in the air. Maybe it just makes you jump higher? Or, hold on. Better charge jump. Maybe it comes out faster? It seems like you can already do that. But, I mean, that's good to know. Oops. This is Constrictor Corridor. And snakes are green, Isaac. So true. Welcome to the Constrictor Corridor. The Elder crafted it himself. Snakes slither on top, and others may slither below. Well, I don't want to... Hold on. We have to fix it. It's his art installation. I don't want to mess it up. Zebra. What I do? I love these little guys. Snakes are green. Literally, this snake on the screen is tan. The snake that lives under my mom's house that she is going to destroy, deface her own property to free, that snake is black. But snakes are green. And so is zebra. Oh yeah, I forgot about the synthetic suns. Did you notice how bright each layer was? Oh, the snakes created? Cuto! They're so helpful then for us. I guess they're wearing little overalls too. Why would you need overalls if you were a little snake? What do you even need those for? You don't even have hands. You don't have any shoulders, little snake. There are suns here in the Radiance layer too. How do they work? Our layer's synthetic sun is controlled by an enormous tower that uses Banandium gems for fuel. Alright, well I guess we'll have to slither deeper down. Says you are a white man. This vexes me. Alright, let's get some Pauline funny.
Hey, DK, you awake? Those snakes sure wear some fancy clothes, huh?
Yeah, they're so cuties.
Even if they're ordinary work clothes, when you look close, they're so shiny. I know. Why don't we go to their shop sometime? They might have the perfect necktie for you.
That's what I've been looking for.
Good night.
All right. Buy me a Mad Max outfit, DK.
Wow, we're out
I wish I could take Pauline to Lumio City shops. I know that she would love that. And I would introduce Pauline to Destiny. I wish Pauline could get out of the underground and meet Destiny and also all the Dondadon kids. That would be fun for her to meet some friends like that. And yeah, it's normal to think those things. It's normal to think those things. Look, this one is carved out of the glowy stone. Scenic viewpoint. The magnificent hall features some of our finest glasswork and boasts a roof festooned, what a great word, with gold. It's something of a secret, but this corridor also snakes its way to the passage that leads underground. Oh, I guess we'll jump up and grab the key that with the snake power. That's how we're supposed to get that. I can't believe that the snake power didn't have anything to do with like the light bulbs or anything like that. I feel like if this was like classic kind of Mario or Zelda kind of design, it would be like, well, you know, you'll have these little rocks that you can use to activate the light switch things for the first part of the level. So you get acquainted with the mechanic and everything like that. Then you'll get the snake power that lets you like use them wherever you want. But no, it's the little light bulbs are in the level, but what does the snake do? He jumps really high and he can freeze time. I guess he's also how we're supposed to deal with these big guys too. Sort of like the perfect power-up to deal with this monster type. And he's also how we're gonna get to this snake thing up here. There really is no way for me to jump and not fuck up the dude's art thing, the Elder. Alright, we'll rebuild it every time we have to go up here. Let's get in there. Snake! I didn't get to finish my thought here because I was so taken aback by the power. But for a minute, I thought she might say, like, Python, or, like, something like that. But no, it's just, snake! None of them have ever been one syllable before. Oh, listen to this part. Oh. She's got bars now. Oh, look at him go. I like this part. I liked the harmony on that part. This is fun. Yeah, she's doing the Otto rap. Guys, it was Otto's birthday this week. Maybe that was last week. Happy birthday to Otto. I think she's 23. You can't hide anything from me. Snake or not. Ha 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 ha. Ew. Look at Pauline also. Pauline, you are not scary. You will never be scary. She's trying to look tough, but she ain't tough. This is quite beautiful. These like white snow roses. Oh. Ooh, why is he so slow? He's slinking up. I'm gonna have to listen to all of these when we're done. We need to do a tier list night. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling it, if anybody likes those other than me. But we're sorely lacking in tier lists recently. The last tier list night we did, you guys, was in January. Can you believe that? We haven't done one since I did the like stream playthrough ranking update for last year. It was in fucking January. It was after the Destiny challenge. If I got them all, there's nothing like up here. Oh, I mean, that's the way out, I guess, is up there. We should rank the songs. We can rank the Bananza forms, and then we could rank them by song. Could be a fun one to do. That's the thing. I did Soda. We ranked Soda, and then I got the fuck out of there. I needed to like let the press die down first before I was ready to do a new one, I guess. All right, I'm remaking this again. I don't want to mess up his art. We could rank the layers too. Yeah, we could do Destiny looks. Ew, that's how they're born? Ugh. Did you see that? Was that coming out of her? Maybe it was just like splashing alongside her. That looked like the little mini eel was coming out of her. Wow, they're all in C. That's crazy, Will. Just because this soundtrack is better than Xenoblade. We don't gotta get all bent out of shape like that. Yeah, that could be funny. Oh, did I do this yet also? We gotta hit this. Because I like to see how far down we are. We're getting there. We're getting through the mantle. Oh, look at that. There is an artificial sun on this layer, I guess. Oh, it must be like even further down then. I guess they were saying that it was, but I figured he was talking about... if we went back up... Remember how we could like see out in one of the parts of this level? I figured he was talking about that. I kind of want to, because there's not very many bananas on... Oh, there are a bunch of bananas on this layer, though, actually. We just haven't, like, seen it all yet. I was going to say we could maybe just finish this one off as we go. He has to bring the sun back. But yeah, I'm in the mood to like do another tier list. Like by the next time we do one, because I probably won't. Like the thing I was thinking is I didn't think I would want to do another one until we were done with Girouge. But like, we'll definitely be done with this before we'll be done with that. Because I really feel like we are moving on this game. It's just they're like you know it is a Nintendo AAA game and it's gonna it's like a meaty game for sure, especially if we're gonna be 100%ing it. I definitely think we could have at least another month of this, like at minimum probably. But in another month we could probably be pretty close to done. And I do want to check out the DLC, but the DLC does not seem sort of unfortunately for the consumer, but sort of fortunately for me, the DLC does not seem like it's very much, kinda. It doesn't seem like it would add too much to the playthrough, like overall runtime. Oh, this is this. Oh, DK. Did I go in here? What's this little cave? Is this fun for me? Oh. But I want to do one. There's a bunch of tier lists that I have written down just because, like... Or, you know what? There were a bunch of tier lists that I had written down, except I lost my fucking notepad notes. But there's some that I remember that I, like, wanted to do. And we just, like, haven't. Hell yeah.
We made it.
But I feel like it could be fun to do one. It's been a long time. We could do one when this is done. I'm gonna save for, I want the Meteor Punch. We could do one when this is done, and then we could do another one when Girouge is done. Why not? Usually I do them on Sundays, so, like, I normally wait until the Sunday game is over. But depending on this, when this finishes compared to when Girouge finishes, we might have more, like, Weird Champ games in the pipe for Sunday. There we go. We got a little armadillo here. I love that they're acknowledging DK64. That they know that DK64 is one of, like, the great games in their pantheon. They know it's worth acknowledging is the thing that I think we're all meant to glean from that. This looks like the Loch Ness Monster. That doesn't look like Snake. That looks like the Snake Ness Monster. Ouch. So the Sunday games, so like, the thing about, here we go. That's a little tricky. Actually, it would probably benefit me to, oh, this. And I can't do this with Snake. Snake Flare doesn't, do I? No. So you need the artificial sun to be lit to open those, maybe? Just feels like that's a weird way to gate the level. That's what the dude was telling us, the little guy. I just figured, like, again, the snake power would give me access to the snake doors. Maybe I'm too, like, Metroidvania brained, but I figured I would get snake power to enter the snake door. But I guess not.
Should we teal
There were, so originally, remember before DK when we were doing like weird games on Sunday? Because I was going to do weird games. I was going to do Girouge on Sunday, and then I was going to do weird games on Friday, like normal. And then we decided that we needed to play Dark Souls 2 on Friday for Sizz. So that is still going. We're still in the weird game era, even though DK Bananza has sort of been like a detour to the weird game era, which was already sort of a detour for Sunday. We're like multiple levels of detour in because on the fly I decided I wanted to play this like a week or two before it came out. I felt the Steener's call. But like if we weren't gonna do that, I wanted to play what was it? I wanted to play Metroid Other M at some point. I also wanted to play Mega Man Legends, or no, Misadventures of Tron-Bon. Because I still intend to like play all of those games. So I think it was going to be one of the two of those. We got Spyro 3 knocked out. That was one I wanted to do. Did I read this? This is about the art. We'd hoped to extend the snake tail as a way to reach the lower sublayers. Sadly, that plan was abandoned. It's basically like just throwing bodies in front of like the Sunday schedule until it's time to play, until Dark Souls is over, and then we can play Ultra Despair Girls on Friday. The plans have all shifted around a lot, but that was like sort of the original plan. And if you thought I forgot about playing that game or I like secretly decided not to do it, nothing can stop me from doing that. If you thought that was going to happen, give up. We opened the stream talking about our favorite Vor characters. I'm not going to break the glass. I'm not going to step on the glass. This is what I learned in Japan, is how to be polite. All right, well, I think we're going to continue. It seems like there are some, Banandium gems on this layer that we can't even get right now. I think, didn't someone say Kirby? Did someone ask for Kirby? Do you think, like, Kirby really, like... I guess he does. It's hard to say. I feel like with the, like, the incutification of the Kirby, like, characters, I feel like Kirby literally, like, swallowing and breaking down the enemy characters for sustenance is kind of, like, has gotten more fucked up, like, the more that Kirby has become, like... like, doesn't it kind of, like, not seem like the main power he should have? But, like, it definitely is the other thing. Oh, are we cold? Or are we just being cozy? These crystals are essential to the work we artisans do. Their glittering beauty, plus the light of the glowstones, these things make our inventions shine bright. Oh, this is the shop area, too. Like Yoshi, when I think about Yoshi, Yoshi is like a creature, you know? Yoshi ingests other life forms for sustenance because that's just what he is, you know? He's just an omnivorous animal, much like a frog would be. But like Kirby is like a man, sort of, you know? I think Kirby has more, like, Kirby is much less animalistic than Yoshi is, in my opinion. Thoughts? Yeah, Yoshi eats because he must, and I think Kirby eats out of some sort of hedonistic pleasure. I went to his cafe. I know he wasn't doing any fucking work back there. Oh, there's another banana in there. I want to see how I can get there. Yeah, right? Like, he owns a home. He's out there hanging with the Waddle Dees like they're his homies. And then when he's on his adventures, sometimes he ingests one just for pleasure, really. If he wanted to, he could just eat one, and what would they be able to do to stop him, you know? It's kind of fucked. Kirby really has the darkest lore if you really think about it. So I don't blame Yoshi for doing it, because it's just how Yoshis are. But I don't think Kirby has to do it, you know? I think when he does it, it's a choice, is what I'm trying to say. When he does it, it's a choice. I'm gonna get this. Okay, that definitely is faster. All right, that was worth getting, I think. Because I'm sure, again, like, maybe not the level geometry itself, like the actual level design of the worlds, but the little challenge levels I know are going to ask me to do that jumping move. They already have. Is this where I just went down? Or are there two of these? Oh, it's like Cobra Head. Look, this is Snake. This is Snake. Snake is good, and it's fun when it's Snake. And you can put that on my merch. And then the next wave of t-shirts we do, you guys, you can put that on my merch. Snake is good, and it's good when it's Snake. And I like all the things. I just like all the aminals. If you actually, like, really think about it, Kirby's, like, dark. The last place left with any light. Well, I'm going in. Don't worry, I will snake bring the light back. I will monkey snake bring the light back, little guys. Don't even worry about it. I'm a hero. Gluminoid. Are these the little scorpion guys? Can I blow out? Nope. Okay, I gotta blow this open then. This is cool. Come over here. Come on in here. Okay, now you. We're probably gonna need another one. I'm gonna aim high on this one. Yes. And he never fucked one up today. And I have never fucked one of those up today. There's nothing you cretins can do about it. That was making me laugh last week's stream.
That was fun.
How come Snake is before Elephant in the list, though? That actually drives me crazy. I just noticed that now. Sizz, does that also drive you crazy? I think Sizz is on the same kind of wavelength as me with that kind of stuff. Like Zebra and Ostrich, those I think that it's fine that those are in either order because you could have gone to either one of those levels. But Elephant is like objectively linearly before Snake. That's weird. Elephant seems like it would be like more of like a final power than Snake power, I think. Any Waddle Dee Kirby can eat is one that can harm him. It's true. I do think the level at which Waddle Dees intend to cause harm is also a little dubious because a lot of the time they're just walking into him. But at its truest sense, I do think you're correct that like the Waddle Dees that are out to hurt him are the only ones that he will eat. When, like, in Kirby in the Forgotten Land, when he's in the Waddle Dee town, you can't eat those Waddle Dees. And those guys are his little buddies. You can't eat the Bandana Waddle Dee or the one from Kirby 64. Yeah, if the Goombas are against Mario, like, if it's ethical for Mario to stomp the Goombas, then I think it is ethical for, Kirby to eat the Waddle Dees. Some of them.
Let's do this.
The life kind, perchance. When Mario goes to stomp a turdy, that's kind of like when... Oh my god, that's so fucking loud. Can you hear it? They're coming to get me. I talked about eating Waddle Dees, and now the president is after me. He's like, you can't say that shit. Look at this. Snake float. Black snake float. Whoa, snaky. No! I haven't messed one of these up ever today. I will not do it yet today. They're eating the D's. Kong and Elephant is all I need, so I have them switched next to each other. Can you change these around?
And we're back.
Is that what you're saying, Pixel? Is there a way to change around the Bananza forms? No. Okay. Oh, I guess you can go like this, though, is what you mean. Because of the synergy between Snake and Ostrich. Okay, and I guess this could be synergy, too. That is an interesting idea. Also, listen. It sounds like she's saying ostracize. I don't want to think about Pauline talking about ostracizing. Pauline doesn't know about that. All she knows about is fun and hanging out with Destiny and the Don Don kids. It would be like big brothers and sisters to her. Right? And it's normal to think such things. All right, let's do a little. Speaking of, let's do a little clothes. Oh, there's no. Oh, there is clothes here. Let's do a little clothes shopping. The stuff shop. Do I need to buy any more stuff? Let's go stuff. Not really. I think we're pretty good on that. Oh no, there's not clothes. Stuff. Chip exchange. I think though that we are still. We are yet on our way to, like, a little snake town area. Again, like, this doesn't look... None of these 3 layers we've been to so far look like the layer that's on the level, like, preview. Did I go up there? I think we went there first and then we glided to here, right? Did I go on here? What the heck is even here? That's actually... Oh, I guess we did go up here. Well, we didn't go up there, though. That's actually pretty fun to do now that it's powered up. Did you guys like this? That's fun to do. Saga of the Exploratone, verse 2, 22. We met a snake who referred to him as Sculptor of Light. He showed us a number of his works in progress, and we were impressed. We were sort of impressed. Though unfinished, his pieces crafted with crystal and shining stones all seemed very promising. Before we left, the Sculptor of Light had a proposal for us. Your translucency is perfect. Would you consider becoming one of my pieces? Snake has a lot of cool abilities, all useless. We politely refused. The glare definitely seems very much like it's only for like challenge areas where they want you to use it. Like, it doesn't really seem like it's got any sort of real traversal value. And like I was saying, the ability to jump really high at this point in the game, I feel like is pretty negated by, like, doing something like this and then, like, ostriching over, or, like, climbing up high and then, like, doing, you know, like, I don't feel like it seems like you could maybe get to all of these little areas around here without the snake. Yo, who nam DK? I don't know if I said that right. What's going on? Oh, we can go down into the depths here, too. We're going to rock bottom. And you can bet your bottom dollar. Surely you two miss the sunlight as much as I do, and snakes need sun. Yo, Lost Painting, raw. Just wait till you hit, what is it, the final toccata? No, I guess you would have already heard the final toccata. Iconically ever-present song in the inverted castle. Lost painting is good, though. If you slither to the top floor of that tower there, you can restart the synthetic sun. Like, do I think I can float over there with the ostrich? I think I can. I think, like, we definitely can get over there with the snake jump into the ostrich. But, like, if we do something like this, you can just get over here with the ostrich. You don't need the snake to do that. You probably could get... That was probably too fancy. You probably can just jump and fly over here with the ostrich. But just because an ability is useless doesn't mean it's, like, not fun to use. Zebra thought Inferno was fun on Okami. That ability was useless. Or at the very least, useless in his hands. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. We all, like, it's just fun to shoot strays, you know? Everybody's there, right? Do we not have... We have an... Like, we all sort of have a non-spoken agreement. Right, Zebra? There's an unspoken agreement I think we all must have that when you're the one who's talking to into the microphone, you're allowed to shoot strays. And the police can't do anything to fucking stop you. Well, these guys are like glowstone. These guys are the crystal crocs. That's some shit that would be on the cartoon. Donkey Kong and the Legend of the Crystal Crocs. Yeah, it's to our cops, but I have our diplomatic immunity.
We're in the tower. Let's climb.
Okay, this is definitely... Oh, Donkey Kong like Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong. That's what I should have called the stream title today. Bark, bark! That's the sound of the police. Pretty funny. That's the sound of our police. Alright, so if that's the way, then what the heck is this Snakeaceum here? Oh, I guess this looks like another thing you need the light to be able to do. Yeah, shit starts getting pretty esoteric in the inverted castle for sure. Just wait till you get to the skeletons area. ACAB. Oh my god, what was this something that we... Was this something that we already talked about on here, or was this in Lick Call or something? I don't know if I remember the acronym that Will's doing. The Usum Lock. All cops are bastards except for... Must have been like a cute Pokemon or something, right? I don't know what that is. There are cute little Pokemon. Oh, the police officer Ditto on Route 9. No, I kind of think he's a bastard too. That's pretty funny. Have I watched... I don't know if I've watched any more... Have I watched any more Pokemon anime since we talked about it on Friday? A little snake head gold here. Did I watch... No, I don't think I have. I think I'm out of things to talk about. Fortunately, these streams where we're doing like the... Like we're progressing in the game are a lot less reliant on me having like yapping topics than like the ones where we're just like doing cleanup stuff. I can break through the floor in here. Again, all I did this weekend was the readathon. Which, again, is truly going to be like me reading a bunch of manga, I think. That's all the readathon is. Swah! The sun's own fire is rolling down down upon us from above. The snake Bananza's glare can shine. Alright. I'm going over here first. We were talking about this on Friday, but I do want to read Dororo next, which is another volume I have. I'm sure I got some other shit around here that I haven't read.
Hey, DK, you awake? Those snakes came up with the fancy lights around the underground world. They're pretty, huh? You can tell they care a lot about things looking nice. Their sense of taste really shines through. It's very illuminating, wouldn't you say?
She's doing bits. She's got the bug.
Good night.
That's it? Pauline. That was not one of her strongest. That was definitely a snack of sleep. That was not one of her strongest. Tough crowd, Pauline. Will, you gotta tell me all about what happened at the show. Tell me right now about it, even. I definitely, we were talking about this on, Friday, actually. A YouTuber I really like who does long-form Beatle content. He's very much like a hardcore Beatle fan. He also saw Elliot Roberts is the YouTuber. If you like the Beatles and you aren't already following him, which I feel like if you like YouTube and the Beatles and you aren't already following him, I'm surprised by that. But he also saw I think this was maybe sometime last year, but he also saw Paul McCartney's more recent show and was talking about how he does the thing where I don't know, Will, if it was only I've Got a Feeling where he did this, but where it's like John on the screen and like Paul's doing his Paul part to the song, and then John is like there's a screen of John doing the John part. But I did know that was something that he did, at least in his current show. And I like that. I think it sounds fun. It's like a cute idea. Especially when, like, obviously you're, deceased writing partner who, like, originally wrote that part of the song and performed it with you, like, live, which is rare for a lot of the Beatles songs. Even though you wouldn't think that would be, but it is, actually. Like, many of their most iconic songs were never played live by all four of them. But that one was, so I think that that is like a very cool tribute to like a way to work that into your solo show. Zebra, no. Well, it could be nice for you to call out, though. Now that we've brought you to the depths of despair? That's raw. I wish I could go. Again, I was gonna see Paul McCartney. This was it was probably in like 2019. I was going to go to a show of his. I guess this was not obviously not the same tour that he's doing now, but like he was touring then too. He tours a lot. But we ended up, it was in DC, but we ended up not going, I guess. I think just because, like, the tickets had gotten kind of expensive, and we were like, I don't know how good the seats are gonna be at this point, and we just like didn't do it. I was gonna go with my dad, but I should have. Damn it, because I don't know when I would do that in the future. I like the Pauline rap part. He didn't play Silly Love Songs, though. That's a bummer. That's my favorite song on the Wings Over America. Is that what it's? Wings Over America? Wings Across America? Over, right? On the Wings Over America, like the Paul McCartney rock show. We know about this, right? Like the concert movie of that tour. I think that Silly Love Songs is easily the best performance of that, like, concert movie. Everybody will point it out, but, like, Paul playing, the Silly Love Songs bass line, which is, like, one of his best bass lines, definitely. And then also, like, singing the lead vocal and everything, and he's just, like, doing it so effortlessly. It really has that, like, rock star vibe. It has GOAT energy. If you've never watched it and you don't think that that sounds cool, just go watch it. Isaac, I promise it's cool. Yo, let's turn the lights on in here. Oh! I didn't realize we were... I didn't realize we were in the thing. Look, we did it! And now all the creepy crawlies are gone. I love this little snake light switch also. This is adorable. Yeah, What the Man Said is good. 1985 raw. Oh, and now we have the song. That sounds so fun. I'm Jelly. I want to go to a concert just in general. Because I am not a concert person. Really. I don't know why. In like high school or even college, like my friends would go to concerts all the time. And I just wouldn't go for whatever reason. Oh, this is about to be DK Arcade. Fun, 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 fun. Just cause like I think when I was younger I was just like, well, I don't like know the band, so you know, I'm not gonna see the show. That's really not the point of a concert, kind of. A lot of people will listen to the music of the band, like, or of the like artist or the act they're going to see before they've even gone to the show. You just go because it's fun to see someone perform. Like, if it is someone you like, obviously that's better, but, like, I should have gone, is what I'm saying, to a bunch of other, like, a bunch of shows that I ended up not going to, just because I didn't know if I would, like, I didn't know if I liked the artist. Listen to the music. Maybe a little bit less exciting than like a DKC level specifically, but still cute. Maybe a little bit less exciting also than the like jump up superstar part of Mario Odyssey, but also like what isn't less exciting than that, kind of. Ouchie. This is still cute, Jumping like Jumpman. A little sacrilegious, though, to be making Donkey Kong go through this. This is the downfall of his ancestor. Like, Cranky probably has trauma from this happening. And yeah, now all he can do because of this is say the same line over and over. It changed him permanently. Also, we missed a banana. I'm going back. He kept getting up from the piano in between songs and doing bits. That's raw. I love him. Hey Jude, encore was I've Got a Feeling, Sgt. Pepper reprise, Helter Skelter, Golden Slumbers, carry that weight at the end. That's crazy. That's fun. Let's go to a concert 2026, guys. What should we go see? Who's playing? Auto bet. Let's do it. Except she just finished her US tour. No. Fuck. We could have gone. I definitely would have gone to that. Her shows seemed fun. Do you think they were inspired by Rattly? Do you think, like, they must have been, right? Or do you think they were just like, yeah, snakes coil up, so coil big jump make Goa? I feel like they were doing a Rattly. They were doing a little low-key Rattly for the real ones. For the ones who know peak. Alright, where does that put us? I love this, like... I do love this snake tower also, too. Its little snake face is very cute. Climb it to a high score. Yo, our total is past 500 bananas now also. That's more collectibles than BK64 had. This is cool. Look at all the little like snake zones out in the distance too. Oh, and those are the big roots coming up from the core. We gotta be getting close. I'm thinking like when it comes to these big layers, I think we could maybe have like two more, like two or maybe three the most more. And maybe some small layers in between. But I think we're definitely, like, it feels like we're getting there for sure. How do these guys see with a... You gotta imagine that, like, monocle thing that he's got on his face is like a kaleidoscope. How distracting would that be? How does he fucking see anything with his right eye? All kinds of doors can be opened now that the solar power is on. Oh, I've Just Seen a Face. I was thinking about that song the other day. And I was like, I feel like I never think about that song. Despite, like, it being a good one. I think almost everybody would say that's one of the best songs on Help, if not the best. And I, like, never think about it for some reason. It's a good little song. It has, like, a totally unique vibe, kind of, to the other Beatles songs. Of that era, and also just in general. I had a friend in college who really loved Across the Universe, the movie that is like, you know, We know it, right? We all know it. The movie that is like, you know, sort of not about the Beatles, but it's like a jukebox musical with the Beatle music that came out. I was in high school when it came out, like 2009 or something, 2008. I had a friend in college who really loved that movie because she really liked the guy, the male actor. I think his name is James Sturgis. And I remember we used to have big arguments about how, like, not big arguments, but it was just like a funny thing that she really loved. That was her favorite song from the movie, was I've Just Seen a Face. And she would always play the version from the movie. I'd be like, you gotta play the original version. And she was like, no. She didn't like it. She was very much like, I love the Beatles songs, I just don't like the Beatles singing them type people. And I remember we had a big argument about that in a funny way. We had a funny big argument about that one day, like an epic argument in just sitting in. This was one of my girlfriend's suite mates in college. We had a big argument about that, but it was funny. We just sat in. I remember just sitting in the suite and us just like pulling up songs. Her pulling up Beatle covers and me just pulling up the original versions, and we were like comparing them and stuff. It's a funny day. Of my, like, biggest Beatle eras, which, like, has always been, like, even since being a kid, like, I knew all the songs on Sgt. Pepper, like, I knew the hits, like, all that kind of stuff. My biggest Beatle eras were that, like, I had just started college, and I was just, like, getting into a lot of new music, but at the same time, I also was, like, I got into, like, a bunch of albums and stuff by the Beatles that I wasn't, like, that familiar with, like, Revolver, for instance. I got, like, super into liking around that time. That era, and then the era where we did those rankings on Twitter. Those were like the two eras I've been the most like into the band, like listening to them all the time. So I was prepped and ready for the debate that we had that one day. As you would do if you were like an annoying college student who thought they knew everything. Yeah, us at MomoCon playing Beatles Rock Band, that was like an iconic, that felt like the finale of that arc in a way. That was so funny. And it was fun to do. Even though, as I recall, the TV had like really bad desync. It wasn't like horrendously bad, but like it was enough that I was like, I felt like I definitely could feel it. Even after we adjusted it. Yeah, we used to have that, Will, with like all kinds of CDs. Or it was always like if you were going, like if my mom was driving us to elementary school or something, which is when we would listen to CDs in the car, you would always know like you'd have an idea on the distance at which, like, the length of time it would take to get from point A to point B. And so we'd always be like, well, if we start with this song, we'll probably get to this song by the time we, like, we'll probably get to this song by the time we're there. But then, like, if you're just, like, straight from, like, shooting from the hip on, like, just the very beginning of the CD, you know exactly the song you're gonna get to by the time, you're there. Like, you know how far you can get into it just from the very, like the very beginning, track 1. Snake! I can't see anything. Oh, I can go through this, though. Is this it? Is this all of it? Is this all of it? Fuck. Eh! And I've never fucked one of those up, ever. Maybe today, possibly. Those ones don't count, though. It's only the little battle areas. All right, we're doing pretty good now, though. Again, these levels have been fairly linear. I think I'm ready to continue forward. Because again, I really think there will be like a whole little town that we haven't been to. I haven't seen the big fossil yet. I haven't seen the clothing shop. Now what is this little... Is he scared now? A strange noise! Give it a good hard glare. Did you know in Japanese the move glare in Pokemon, which at least in Gen 1 was Arbok's signature move, is called Snake Gaze, I think? Yo, also we got She, and that's why it's like Arbok's move. Darling, you're just in time. Oh, she's got the ode. What's the cologne from Dawn of the New World? All right, Poppy Kong, bring it on. I was thinking we were gonna fight her in this level. It seemed like it had been time. Whoa. All right, we definitely need to give her a glare though because she's moving so fast. Ouch. Oh fuck! She just ran into my punch though. You don't need to give her a glare if she just runs into your fist. My fist to your face technique. Where'd she go? She over here? Yes, there she is. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, she's got the eau de seduction. I think it was it Poppy Kong that this happened with? Or was it a different boss? There was some boss that we did that I didn't even realize we were like talking about this. There she is. Some boss that we did where like I like just by virtue of playing the game, like just fighting the boss as fast as I could, we totally like skipped the cool thing that they could do. Was that the first Poppy Kong fight? We got her ass. And they did the big flex. This operation has been a joke. Was she a double agent? There's no profit to be had, that's for sure. I won't waste my talents any longer. I'm out. I resign. Oh. Like her. Here's the thing I love about Poppy Kong. Let's look at her. I love her this little like gold accent thing she has over her eye. It's so fashion. She's a good design, I think. And I'm not just saying in like a furry way. I just think she's a good design. She clearly looks like she's kind of got like she's definitely like Gibbon-esque. She's serving Gibbon for sure. So she has these long kind of like fluffy arms. And I'm giving her a high five. Good design. I underestimated that power of yours. It's remarkable. Aw.
It's not. I mean...
She's the Rouge of this now. She's the Jarouge the Bat of this now. Did she give us the key last time also, or is she really just like, I'm over it? I don't think Grumpy Kong expressed the same sentiment, did he? I think he was just like, oh, dang it, you got me again. And I said, I'm burying you. Oh, that's cute. Will. That's cute to Will.
It's so bright. Guess the sunlight's been turned on here too.
Her eyes closed. That's... Ow! My back hurts, you guys. I just like moved in a way that hurt. You ever been out in the sun and it's like also there's snow on the ground and you look down at the snow on the ground and you're like, ah, because it's like the sun reflecting off it is like blinding. That's real, and I imagine that's how this would be.
Cool.
I just like to press buttons. Yo, look, the Poppy Kong, she serving ice sculpture. Oh, they have Grumpy too. This is the area that we were looking at on the, like the fast travel map thing. And look at the big snake that go. I'm looking directly into the sun. Don't they have a? Don't they have like a I'm like searching animation? I want to see if I can get one where it looks like they're looking into the sun. It's down, right? Yes. Because I think that would be funny. That'd be a funny thumbnail. I'll sit and I'll let him do it. I can't believe it's 9:30. I feel like we could finish this level tonight. I know they have one where they've got their like hands over their eyes, like they're doing the little sun visor thing. I've seen them do it before. Pauline does it too. The one where she plays with his hair is so cute. I'm trying to get one where it looks. You remember this was in like 2017, 2018 when there was the total solar eclipse and Trump looked into it. I'm trying to get one that looks like that. He hit the squint just looking up into it. Funny. Had Paul been to San Antonio before? Will, did you look it up? Like if he had ever been, like ever played in the area? Pauline, quit it. You don't know how long it takes me to get this hairdo ready in the morning. I gotta get my DK style. You know all he does is smash up some bananas and stick them in there. I want to get the banana that's on the snake's tongue so bad. 1993. Again, that's how you know he's the GOAT. Because even in 1993, he would have been like, I don't know, in his 50s. And he's back in San Antonio in 2025. Would he have been in his 50s? He must have, right? That sounds right. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I know they do it is the thing. Unless you have to be like really high up before they'll do that little animation. Maybe I have to be looking at them. Maybe that will help. Maybe they did it and I just didn't notice. I swear they have one where they're looking. You might... I think, like, the time I remember seeing it was way up on top of that, like... that giraffe mountain thing in the canyon layer. So it could be that they only do that animation when you're, like, up on top of something. That's probably what it is. Well, will this look funny anyway? Whoops. It's scenic. It's Kafka-esque for sure is what it is. I think this is a good little picture. We're throwing this one to Jarouge. Here comes Jarouge, getting Rouge. Yeah, that's some like you finished the main campaign of a Xenoblade, and the music was worse than this. I like these. These are like coral, like rock, or like ice roses or something. You know what I see? You know what I see? Bam, bam, bam.
Chicken?
That's my favorite kind of dig. The nonchalant callback. Can we talk about how Cow and Chicken, if you watched it, can we talk about how Cow and Chicken is just like a knockoff Ren and Stimpy? Is this something people think? This is cool. It is, right? Like, that's what it's supposed to be. Not like, you know, not like outright, but like, you gotta imagine that's what the people who made Cow and Chicken, were like that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get like a hit, like a, you know, like have a hit on their hands, like Ren and Stimpy was a hit for Nickelodeon. Or maybe not necessarily like one of its biggest hits, but like it had like, you know, it captured like an audience, and the audience was like, do you want to see some weird gross shit? Now I love Ren and Stimpy. But I'm not really a Cow and Chicken fan. Like, I definitely watched it, because even though we had Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon at a certain point, and then there were some points in time where we had one but not the other when I was growing up, I definitely would consider myself more of a Cartoon Network person. And certainly I was more of a Cartoon Network person like when things got later on, because Nickelodeon, I feel like, changed their programming after a certain point, and it was like not about cartoons anymore, and it sucked. What is oh, do I have to get him over here first and then go? Let me get my power back. Yo, Tomodachi Princess also, what's going on? I gotta get, I don't want to use my muskmelon. Okay, come over here. But I do think in that case, Nickelodeon clearly had the better show. I think Ren and Stimpy is a lot better than Cow and Chicken. Though the latter does have some funny episodes, and it has a funny theme song. Alright, well that was a balloon, right? Is this whole big-ass area in here really like a balloon challenge? It is. Okay, this is kind of cool. Let's look at banana count for this layer also. Oh, it's big. Dang, this is a lot of bananas, actually. 62 bananas? What is that compared to some of the other big layers? Well, 62. Is it all 62? That one was fairly big, but that was still like a one layer level. 74. Really? I guess this one just has like a bunch of floors. We've never been to a 4-floor one before. We've never been to a floor one before, Mom. Oops. You need a break. I might take a little break in a second. I think it could be so absolutely divine for me to get to heat up a little mug of cider and sip on it for the remainder of the stream. I might run to the bathroom and then do that for a second. I'll have to give you guys a fun question, though. Corn cob man? There's a lot of sick people in this town. It's pretty funny. Question of the day, like, of shows, like, on, like, cartoon channels that you would watch as a kid. What was the show that, like, when it came on, you were, like, the least excited to see it? That you, of all of the ones that you can think of. I remember as a kid, like, you know, because if you watch enough cartoons, oh, I like Flapjack. If you watch enough cartoons, you start to like learn obviously like when shows come on. But I remember being like, you know, like being like pretty like young kind of like being pretty young, and like cope hoping some days that like something else would just happen to be coming on instead. I think about that a lot with like shows that would come on like early in the morning, if you were like home from school sick or something. But I don't even know if that should necessarily count. Elephant can, no, I don't want to waste a chunk, though. I'm doing the jump. Watch me. Easy. I don't want to waste my muskmelon. Okay, that we can't get into. We'll probably can if we go down here. Yeah, it definitely is not a very colorful show, but I like a lot. I liked, as a kid, always, like, weird, kind of creepy or gross shows, and Flapjack definitely has that. I was a big Zim head. The aforementioned Ren and Stimpy. Anything that was, like, weird, I liked. Mike, Lou, and Og is definitely bad. I also liked Chowder more than Flapjack. I definitely remember, though, thinking, like, at that time that those were, like, the two most interesting, like, new shows. It was kind of, being a fan of, like, a cartoon channel as a kid, it was kind of like how we follow Jump today. Like, a new show would, like, if you watched all the shows, like, if you knew the lineups, like Cartoon Fridays, or, like, something like that, or even Toonami, like, if you, like, watched that, and they started showing something new, you definitely would be like, I'm checking this one out. And like, early on, you'd be like, you'd know that if you didn't like one, or if you did like one. And I think for me, like, that rarely changed. But yeah, something old, I guess, was usually mine. I really love Looney Tunes, and so when I was sick, like, you know, like homesick or something, I'd be really, like, if Looney Tunes was on, I was happy and sick, but, and I might catch hate for this, because it's got its moments, it's got its fans, and it's got its kind of funniness. If Tom and Jerry or something was on, we were sort of in a bit of a bad way. At least when I was a kid. When Tom and Jerry was on, that was when I was feeling sick. There are some iconic episodes of Tom and Jerry, though, is the thing. But again, I just think, like, compared to Looney Tunes, which is peak, Tom and Jerry just doesn't have it. If you're gonna show those shows, like, in the same block, you're murdering Tom and Jerry by doing that. That isn't helping. Yeah, there are definitely worse eras of the show too. The ones, and I can't believe I don't remember the guy's name. The ones that are like have the animated style of the guy who did the Grinch. Like we know what. Someone help me with the artist's name or the animator's name. The ones that look like that are like the worst ones, definitely. If there was one like that on, you'd know. You'd be like, oh, come on, man. Chuck Jones, that's right. And Chuck Jones did some Looney Tunes also. And I don't even think, like, I don't even dislike the style. It's just like with Tom and Jerry, like those, to me, when I think about it in my memory, those ones are the bad ones. They just like weren't as funny. This is also so funny. Yeah, he's definitely had done some good Looney Tunes. I don't know why I thought that about Tom and Jerry specifically. Zebra, I gotta say also, I'm sorry to let you know this too. I didn't really like when Scooby-Doo would come on as a kid either. I'm shooting people today. Pup named Scooby-Doo was like slightly better. I always thought. Like, if one of those was going to be on, I would rather that be on, because it at least kind of, like, as a kid, like, it was less kind of just, like, dry to me. Because it felt like more like a cartoon. What do you mean there's one here? Oh, it's this guy. I wish I had just talked to him. Thank you, map. But I feel like that doesn't really count, because when you're a kid, like... it's like, you know, like, it's harder to get into older cartoons when you're a kid. I'm trying to think of something that was like a new era cartoon. Oh, there's Void Kong. And what the heck is this? The Scorpions have adapted to the light down here? You don't get to be this. What caused him to be... What caused him to turn? Yeah, definitely. Pup Named Scooby-Doo is probably the most iconic Sick at Home as a kid show. At least if you were like a kid who was in school when I was a kid. New era cartoon or like Rory Rocks? No, one, Rory Rocks is goated. Two, I'm talking about like when you were a kid, like whatever cartoon channel you liked to watch. What was the show in the lineup that you hated? But I don't think it's fair to say like, you know, like a cartoon from the 60s, because like most kids are gonna be less interested in that, I feel like. Definitely. Again, being a little older than some of our friends in here, but I know Kingo likes this. A lot of those like Magoozy era shows, Totally Spies, and Ben 10 eventually I think maybe was on there, or maybe it started on there. Ben 10, Shaolin Showdown. I didn't like any of those shows. I was out on every single one of those. Oh, these ones turn when they get out of the sun. Code Lyoko didn't like. Yeah, all that shit I associate with, like, having middle school homework, being annoyed with it, and being at home in the afternoon. And just wanting to get it out of the way so I could, like, play video games. Looking back on it now, I associate, because, again, the era that those shows were coming out, was also, at least on Cartoon Network, because I never watched like WB, like it just wasn't my priority, like on the weekends, like to watch like an early morning cartoon block. I associate disliking a lot of those like kind of more anime styled Cartoon Network shows with the fact that I was watching like subbed anime for the first time at that point. And just thinking, like, I was too cool for it. Which I know is, like, a silly thing to, like, obviously it's a silly thing to think now. Because none of that shit is actually cool. And I wasn't cool. But when I was a teenager, like, when I was 13 or something, that's how I thought. And so I thought all of those, like, kind of a little more mature, but, like, kind of, like, action-oriented, like, kids' cartoons were all lame. And Shaolin Showdown was definitely one of those that was included. Even though I had a friend who was my age who did like it and watched it. Yeah, I never watched Kids WB. I mean, I must have watched it like when I was younger because that's where they showed Pokemon. And I definitely would tune in for that. But when I was like around the age that I was, like when Pokemon was coming on, I what am I trying to say? I wasn't like we didn't watch TV that much in my household when I was like really young, kind of like that. It would be like a couple years later before like my mom really was like, yeah, you turn the TV on, whatever. She was like more protective about that when I was a kid. And a lot of the Pokemon I remember watching, like early into watching Pokemon, was like renting the tapes from the library or something. But I would see them on the TV, and I remember watching... Digimon was on Fox, right? I remember watching Digimon in the morning also. I remember catching that before elementary school would start, I think. It came on early, as I recall, back in the day. Or maybe it was just like on days where there wasn't school, I would see it. I definitely would see it sometimes. And this is like season 1 Digimon. I never watched any of the other ones on that. I think eventually at one point, did they start playing Digimon Tamers on Cartoon Network? No, that was on Jetix. Jetix I would tune in to watch sometimes. I think because, again, like, this is like a couple years before or like a year or two before I suddenly started thinking I was too cool. But I remember Jetix showed Sonic X, and I was like a huge Sonic fan, again, when I was like late elementary school, early middle school. Sonic was like my favorite. So when they started showing that, I would then tune into that, and then I would catch some of those Jetix shows also. But wasn't Jetix also Fox? Did Fox not become Jetix? I can never remember that stuff. Jetix was on Disney. Was it on Disney Channel though? No way, right? Was it on like ABC or something? What channel did it come on? They had One Piece on that too. And I definitely caught some episodes of One Piece on there. My sister watched Saved by the Bell before school when we were in high school. I was in high school, she was in middle school. She watched hella Saved by the Bell. Oh, Toon Disney, that's right. I knew it wasn't like the main Disney Channel. Anyway, we should read this. Talking about like cartoons from like being a kid, like I could talk about that forever. Ground here is an unbroken blanket of dazzling sand. It forms hills and slopes as though it's undulating. We step lightly so as not to get buried again. The sand squeaks whenever our hard feet rub against it. It has a different consistency here. It's glossier and highly translucent. I guess it's not snow, but really fine, light sand. It would sparkle most beautifully. Oh, so dutifully. Jam that round square peg into the round hole in their hearts. I don't get, oh, in the dark, right? That's right. I keep thinking, like, I'm like, how do I get these guys? It's light all the time now. You gotta make them in the dark. Did ABC have a Cope Saturday morning block? I don't think I remember watching anything on ABC. My sister did watch hella ABC Family back in the day. She watched all the shit on there. My sister, like, unlike me, my sister was never into kid things. Even when, like, we were both kids, and she's 2 years younger than I am. I can't recall a time when she was ever into cartoons or things like that. She wanted to grow up immediately, and I wanted to stay a kid forever, is sort of the dynamic that we've always had. And I think even, like, being really young, she was always more interested in, like, live-action TV shows or things like that. think I'm gonna go back here. Like, you know how a lot of people have, like, some guilty pleasure, like, thing? Like, you know, like, I wouldn't say guilty pleasure, but, like, have something that they have, like, always continued to like from childhood to adulthood. Like, for instance, myself with, like, Nintendo games like this. Like, I will always play these for the rest of my life. I even, like, you know, when everyone else is not into them anymore, I will never grow out of them. My sister doesn't have anything like that. I don't think she has a single thing like that. All like, you know, like truly like this kind of. I'm sure she has like movies and stuff that she liked as a kid that she still likes, but it's not really the same thing. Oh, Snake Village, this is so lovely. Will, you won't like Frontier. To be fair, Will, I also did not like Frontier from the little bit that I saw of it. This is even when I was younger. I looked at Digimon Frontier and I decided that nothing that I liked about Digimon was in this.
Hey, did you see the cactuses around here? You know we can eat them, right? It's true. They're supposed to be tasty.
Aw. I watched 2 or 3 episodes of that show, and I decided that nothing that was cool about Digimon was in that show. It was just like an action kind of like Sentai, like cartoon show, is how it felt to me. Digimon Tamers, at least they have Digimon.
All I need is for you to harvest them and then grill them with the heat from that artificial sun.
She's saying DK do all the work for me? This is adorable, look. All I need is for you to pick them, grill them, prepare them for me, plate them, and then let me eat them.
Then we can feast on deluxe cactus steak. Sounds yummy, right? Right?
Now she's selling it. Cute though.
Just what we needed.
What else are we talking about? Digimon. Oh no. Lil Brudge. I like that Zebra is using Lil Brudge to describe something that happened to him when he was a kid. Chiaki John Kondo. The Kirby anime I also didn't like. Again, like, maybe if I was a little bit younger, I would have liked it, but, like, I liked Kirby at the time a lot. And I was excited when I found out that the Kirby anime was happening, like, that we were getting one. And then I just always wished that it was better than it was. I did not like the voices. I did not like it just felt like it seemed like it was a harder sell if you, like, really liked, like, the Kirby character in the games and stuff. I did not like Tiff and Tough. I feel like there's an era where, like, that could have been a show I really liked, but I would have had to have been like 4 to 5 years younger than I was when it came out. Even though I watched Sonic X, I also did not like Sonic X. I wanted to like it, but I don't think Sonic X is particularly good. And I quickly, like, bounced off of it. And then for whatever reason, I continued to watch Jetix for a little while. Here are the cactuses. That's what Pauline wanted to eat. But I also think, like, part of it was that Definitely like the era where because the Sonic fandom is like funny kind of and like different, like it feels like even like a couple years apart there will be totally like different eras of the series, like of like the fandom for people. My era of the fandom was very much informed like by the games kind of. And so, like, a Sonic TV show I just thought was weird because I was like, well, Sonic has, like, a story. Like, it has, like, a set thing that it is. And none of these are that. I guess I did also like the comics, and because of that, I also did check out a little bit of, like, the Sad AM show, which is, like, very much like the comics. I remember thinking that was cool, but at the same time, it was just, like, it all just felt weird. Whereas like Sonic, people who like got into Sonic earlier than I did, the show is like as crucial to what the world like of Sonic should be as the games were, because there was just less to kind of read off the games, and so a lot of people just like accepted the show as like the way that the canon kind of was. And then when Sonic X came out, which I was a little too old for, even though Sonic X did eventually start telling the story of the games too. I know, like, a lot of people were, like, you know, like, I'm sure that informed people's, like, view on that series more if you were young enough to, like that show. I can just go. I don't even need to be able to see. I'm going to need to use the light, I'm sure, to get the little guys to come back. All right, we've been yapping and having too much fun. I am going to take a break in a sec. I want to do it right after I lead the little guys. I'm going to do it right after I lead the little guys. I hear that the part about Sonic X that I think is interesting, that I probably would have liked when I was younger, is the weird arc where they go into space. I think that has always seemed like an extremely bold and interesting thing to happen in that series. Considering, as far as I know, it happens after they've been like, yeah, we've retold all the game stories. What if they went into space? Like, it's super weird. But I've always been like a little intrigued by it. I don't think I'm going to watch Sonic X. Because I would be like, I mean, like, am I watching the Pokemon anime right now? Yes, but also I had as a kid. That's different. I don't think in my adulthood, in my 30s, I'm gonna like go back and get much out of Sonic X. You'll stay here, right? But I do think that is like a interesting, like, it's funny that the show like does that, and I would be kind of interested to know what it would be like. Come on, little fella. Come on, little fella. Hey, he did it. Good job, little guy. See where that's crazy. Hooray! We probably, seeing as it's 10 now, I feel like we probably will have, kind of like we did with the elephant layer, we will probably have like a little bit of next week's stream where we do some cleanup stuff. I don't think we'll get all of the rest of these 22 bananas by the end of this. But I would like to kind of see the end of the plot, like, or the end of, like, the story of this area before the end of tonight. That's what I kind of like to do. We'll beat the boss and or get to the end of it and everything. I'm going to go into the cute little town, and then I'm going to take a quick break. We might play till 11:30 or a little later. Look at this little snaky bazaar. A rare fossil. Adorable. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm leaving Sizz in charge, and I need Sizz to come up with a fun question for us. Says you're class president for today. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go away. If you go away, you're a big... Okay. I'll be back. I'm batch. Oh, we have a good question here. All right. Well, oh God, this goes way back. Okay. All right. So this is the original question of the day. Of the layers Snack has been to so far, which little town area would you most want to visit? If the Diddy and Dixie one counts, then that. But if it doesn't, I'm saying the little beach area, I think would be the best. Trashtopia, Zebra says. What's your least favorite playground equipment? Those little roll... Yes, the... Sis brought it up. The little tic-tac-toe board rolly things, I don't know. I'm like, if I'm at the playground, I don't want to play tic-tac-toe. I got very little engagement out of those. I also think, and this might be a little controversial, the slide, most of the time, you're not dressed for like an optimal slide attempt, and if it was like a plastic slide, you're gonna get zapped by like static electricity when you get off, and the zap isn't fun. Now here's where I'm built different than you guys. My favorite playground equipment is either the monkey bars or the jungle gym, because when I was a kid, you guys, I was a climber. I was light. I had lanky arms and legs, and I was built thin, and I knew that if I could get my hand up there, I could get my whole body up there. At heart, and even to this very day, I am a climber. And anything you could get up on top of, that was my favorite. And if there was a tree in the playground, I was getting in that, and I was ignoring the playground. But at one that's less of a flex, I love the swings. I think the swings were a big one. Again, because when on the swings, I felt I controlled my destiny. You know? This would be a fun one to do on Tearless Night, honestly. Like, when you're a kid and you, like, suddenly learn that, like, you can get really fucking high up on the swings, and then jump off, which is another thing we would do all the time, and then, like, get to see, like, how far you could jump versus your friend, how far your friend could jump, and, like, all that kind of stuff. That was so fun as a kid. And I Edith Finched myself. And I just dribbled cider into my lap. I guess this makes sense that there's scorpions and spiders out here, because this is a desert. I don't need to know about those, Snaky, because I already figured it out, but I love your little cap. He's so dapper. You guys, also, I thought of it was right in front of me this whole time. Pixel, cover your ears. I thought of what my easy least favorite show to, like, pop up in the, like, programming on, like, a block that I normally watched is. It's Jimmy Neutron. It's I don't know how I didn't think of that before. Easily, it's Jimmy Neutron. Which is funny because, and I think like the Cartoon Network kids, like everyone who I've talked to who was like a Cartoon Network kid primarily, like Mandela Effect remembers this differently. But Jimmy Neutron, the first Jimmy Neutron thing is the movie. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. That came out before the TV show. The TV show was after the movie. I knew that as a kid because I saw the movie in theaters. I remember specifically my dad, which is probably why I remember it, because he didn't take us to the movies or like do that kind of stuff that often. My dad took my whole neighborhood friends group to the movie theater to see that, And we loved it. We thought it was great. We really liked the Jimmy Neutron movie, and I heard there was a show coming out, like, you know, when that started happening, and I was like, oh, cool. I bet this will be good. And I remember